Assalamu alaikum, sister. I just thought I'd make a quick video response to your video and possibly help out others like me who are looking for work. And I have some tips that might be useful not only to Muslims, but you know, men and Muslim men and people in general. And what I suggest are taking advantage of every possible resource that is available in your area. And as an example, I will use Iowa, since I live in Iowa. But in every state, there is an equivalent of Iowa's Workforce Development Center. At one time, it used to be known as Job Service. But whatever the state employment agency is called in your area, you go there, you register, and you can use the computers there not only to do job searches, you can target your search to specific geographical area. For instance, I could enter my zip code and I could say 10 miles radius from this zip code. And that would pop up all the jobs in that area. Or I could do an industry specific target search, such as certified nurse aide or CNA, and I could pop up only jobs that are in that area, related. Sometimes you get others mixed in there that don't have anything to do with the nurse aide. But anyway, you can do your target search. But in addition to the job searching capability at the state employment agency, what you can do is you can take some classes there, almost always free. And in fact, I think they all are, because after all, you're unemployed, you can't afford to pay for much. So you can take a class on how to improve your resume or your cover letter, or just improve job searching skills. You can take classes on a specific software type, such as Microsoft Word or Excel or Outlook or something along that line. The basics of those programs, because if you're going to work in an office, you may need to use those programs, because not all companies use their own specifically designed software for whatever job you're doing. And some companies may have you do specifically everything on the internet, so you have to learn how to do pretty much everything on the internet. But you can take classes like that, and some might even offer seminars on how to improve your interviewing skills. And in addition to state resources, there are community-based resources. For instance, if you are a veteran, you can go to the Veterans Administration, or there are job fairs that may target a specific group, such as veterans. There was one here in Des Moines recently, but I did not go to that one because although it was open to the general public, not just veterans, I chose not to, simply because of a timing issue. And there are sometimes little mini job fairs that might be just a few employers, and they might give a little speech about their company or agency and the kind of people they're looking for. And sometimes there are massive job fairs where dozens of employers will show up, relating to all kinds of industries, and you go to these. And the last one of these I went to was at Des Moines University, which is a medical college here in Des Moines, and it was all healthcare related. And I looked at the various employer booths there to see what was offered. to see if they were offering any nurse aide positions or similar that were here in Des Moines that I could apply for. And I did find one, and the others were either from other towns or they did not offer the specific jobs that I'm looking for. But that's another resource. Others, you can go on the internet, and there are job sites such as careerbuilder.com. You can go to nationjob.com, and your local jobs agency, workforce agency, or state workforce agency may have links to some of those sites on their own computers, and you can go directly to them. And by going there, if you do not have access to a computer at home, or you cannot get to a library or an internet cafe, then you can go to the state employment agency, use their computers there, get on these sites, and the staff there may even help you with that if you do not know how to do it. But you get on these sites, you register, create an account, and you can set up a job search agent. And the way these work is you enter your criteria, your search criteria, and then you get email alerts that are supposed to match or closely match your criteria. And then you can decide whether you want to look at these and see if they're right for you, check them out, or go ahead and apply. And sometimes you can actually apply to the company right from the website, the job search website, or you are given the web address or contact information of the company, and then you go from there. So you can use these specific types. You upload your resume, and it's saved on their servers, and employers can browse the resumes posted there, and then you get an email stating that this employer looked at your resume on this site and they may express interest in you. And then you just go on from there depending on what the content of that email is. And then other companies, you go directly to the company website. For instance, if I wanted to apply at Mercy Hospital here in Des Moines, I will go to the Mercy Hospital website. I will go to the careers page, and then I would put in my search criteria, and then it would list all the job openings that match that criteria. I would mark those. I log in because I'm a registered user. I would log in and then look at the individual jobs, and if I want to apply for them, I will mark them. And then once I mark all the ones that I want to save in what it calls the job cart, then I will go back there and then apply to all of those jobs. And then I wait for a response from the hospital. So that's another way you can job search. And of course, newspapers, and a lot of newspapers post their ads online, or they link up with job sites. For instance, the Des Moines Register links up with careerbuilder.com. And another newspaper or media site may link up with monster.com, which is another job search page. So you can check those out. And of course, there's always browsing the printed media, newspapers, magazines, or you can simply pound the pavement, as they used to say, going from place to place. For instance, go to a mall, look at all the stores in that mall to see if there are any help wanted signs, or you go in and you ask somebody there if they're hiring, if they don't post something in the window at the store entrance. So that's another way you can do it the old-fashioned way. And of course, networking. If you know someone in a